Now that you know why you're on probation, let's talk about what happens when you're on probation, meaning what is the process and what does it consist of? First, our college gives you a maximum of 3 semesters to get off of probation. However, you're not guaranteed 3 terms. You'll get a second and third term only if you make adequate progress in terms 1 and 2. Note that probation terms are cumulative. You don't get 3 terms every time you go on probation. Also, these terms aren't necessarily consecutive. You might be on probation for 3 terms in a row because it takes you that long to remove all of your deficits. Or it might take you only 1 term to get off of probation, but then you could go back on probation for a second term later on. Another aspect of probation is that our school limits your registration. Your advisor will create your schedule and register you. Part-time students can take 1 course, full-time students can take 2. A hold will prevent you from registering and adjusting your schedule, and it won't be removed until grades post and we see that you're off probation. Lastly, you can drop or withdraw, but there are repercussions for that. Limiting students' enrollment helps them get back on track. However, we understand this can pose a problem if you have financial aid. If a loss or reduction of aid is not feasible for you, you can opt to change to a different non-business major. Just ask your advisor if you need help with that. So just to be clear, taking a full load so you can get financial aid or because you know you can handle it is not an option. Here are the various stages or statuses of probation. There's term 1, term 2, or term 2 warning, term 3 final, college suspension, and dismissal. Let's get the negative out of the way and look at the last 2 stages first. We'll discuss the other stages in the next video. The second to worst stage scenario is that a student is suspended because they earn a C- or less in the GPA category they already have deficits in. They earn deficits in a different GPA category. They don't remove half of their deficits by the end of the second term of probation. They don't remove all deficits within 3 terms, and or they accumulate up to 15 deficits. If a student is suspended, they have several options. One is to try and change their major to a different UF Online major that they might be more successful in. Or if a student experienced an extenuating circumstance that was beyond their control and that they can document, they can petition the university for a retroactive drop or withdrawal. Another option would be to attend a different school. In the worst case scenario, a student accumulates 15 or more deficits and the university dismisses them, which means they can no longer enroll at UF. Don't worry, this rarely happens, only to a small percentage of students. Again, if a student can document an extenuating circumstance, a dismissed student could also petition the university. In either of these 2 scenarios, a student should reach out to their advisor for guidance. In the next video, we'll talk about the other stages of probation.